Hello everyone, this is Shelby with Shelby Creations. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den. Sometimes when you're cleaning things out, and Victoria found these in her stuff, we come across things that we bought, but we either don't remember we bought them, or we thought one of the other ones here bought them. She thought I had bought them, but I don't remember ever having bought these. These are Adirondack Bright acrylic paint daubers. This one is sailboat blue. This one is pink sherbet. Beautiful colors, but I don't remember getting them. She doesn't remember getting them. But I mean, there's no dates or anything on them, so we're figuring, yeah, are they still good? Yeah, are they still usable? So let's find out. So, get this under the edge somewhere. Find out a place where it's accessible. Well, that ain't gonna do it. Let's try here. Ouch. Well, I can't even hold on to them. So we shall see. Sometimes these are hard to grab hold to. Take the top off, or the plastic off. This stuff is on there good. It does not want to come off. There we go. That one went down, so maybe we can peel the rest of this off. All right, there's one. This one, is it? Looks like it may be crumpled up under here. There we go. Now we'll take this one off. Whatever they got a price tag of $4.50 on them. So we shall see. But they are. Okay. This one doesn't look like it's... First things first. Let's see if the paint's even usable or if it's dried. Yep, that one's dry. Dry as a doornail. Dry. But can it be reconstituted? Well, no, if it's acrylic, you can't. So, that's going to be a trash. What about this one? Yep, that one's hard too. So, pieces back in there. Well, it was so it's worth a try. Then they got the top. Is the top even? Yeah, because sometimes these will... It feels like a fairly good top. But is it reusable? That's what we need to find out. Some would take this and just say, oh yeah, well, the heck with it. But yeah, that paint's all the way up in there. So no, the tops aren't even salvageable. So yeah, that's not particularly trash or treasure, that's just trash. But this is what happens when you don't keep up with what you have. So you end up, this was basically a waste of money. So in the trash they go. So go through, check your stuff. You know, check your supplies. Even your paints. You know, that reminds me, down here, in my little drawer down here, it's like I have, all right, that's molding stuff. Here it is. This can right here. And I'm bringing this out for a reason. This, you can see it has separated some, so it's going to take some mixing to get it going out. But this is just plain white gesso. Now this gesso, as long as you can still shake it, you can still, mix it up really good. But let me show you with this. This can of gesso was one that actually belonged to Nikki's mom. She was an art teacher, a high school art teacher. And this was in their garage at one of their storage units, or a storage garage at one of their rentals. And we were asked to clean it out for them. And it was in a hard-looking, rusty can. This is not rust. This is just, that's the color it is. But it looked really bad. This is polyacrylic. So I was able to transfer it into here. Now, granted, there are lumps in here. And there are some pieces where it's, it is quite thick, it's quite lumpy. But I can shake it up, and I do have a paddle a little bit bigger than this that I can use in here to mix it up real good. So I can still use this. And some of you have seen me when I've had to pull out gesso. I pull this out. Ow, get rid of that one there. But yeah, and then, like I said, my little piece of plastic that covers it up so that I can open the jar. But yeah, now I can sit here and you can feel it. It's like a lump in there. But if I'm going to sit here on hold on a telephone, I can sit here with this. And some of the places do have the paint stirrers. And I know Home Depot, you can buy the quart size cans like this in the pint size, I think. I think you can buy the pint size in the paints. And this could go in one of those and stir it up. Because I know the paint guy at my Home Depot, he's the one that told me about it. He said if I was to put this in a pint jar or a quart jar, depending on how much was in there, that if I brought it into him, he would shake it up for me. If you've got a really good, Home Depot or Lowe's paint guy that's really sweet like that, I mean, the guy must be 100 years old, but that doesn't matter. But yeah. And this was, it's old, but it's usable. Those were old, they're not usable. But you're not going to find out until you go through and check. A lot of things that I use, like with the modeling paste. This is almost a brand new one. But I had the one that this one replaced, it was down to here for like the longest time. But I kept the plastic on it and it stayed, it was fine. Mod Podge does separate, so check your stuff. This one, you can hear, it still shakes. This one here, I haven't even opened this one. So it's still liquid. But while we're at it, we're just going to sit here and we're going to check what we need to keep an eye on. Our glues. If you don't use your glues very often, they can get hard. They can lose their adhesion. And they can end up just as lumpy as the gesso. So watch those. Fabri-Tac. Victoria had one of the little smaller ones, like this size, that she had been using for quite some time. And she got down to the last little bit and it got hard on her and it wouldn't move. I tried adding some fresh to it. I tried adding some acetone to it and it didn't do anything. She was finally able to get some out, but there was no adhesion to it. So with your Fabri-Tac, every so often, this is my refill bottle, which is why there's a bunch of air in it. Every so often, like once a week, take it and turn it upside down. Let it sit there for, a day or two, and then turn it right side up. Because that's going to keep it flowing inside the bottle. Yes, it's going to cause the gumminess under here. But I would rather clean off a little bit of the gumminess than to have, a bottle that's up to here that I can't use. So double check at what you've got there. Another one is, this is clear gesso. And I just opened it the other day when I was working on the boxes. And it's still full. There's no lumps in it. But I did not realize when I bought it that it has a matte finish. So double check your finishes too. But yeah, that one's still good. Here is another dishwasher safe Mod Podge. Same as that one, but the biggest one. And you see how you can hear the liquid? Now, if you're going to sit on the telephone, you're sitting at your desk, go through your different glues and stuff while you're on hold and mix them up. Give them a good shake. Make sure that there's still fluid on the inside so that you don't run into the same thing that happened with those two little daubers. As you think, $4.99 a piece. That's $5. That's $10 right there. So that's why it's very important that we go through all of our stuff. At least, your liquids. Try to corral. I keep most of my liquids in the drawer right here. And the ones that I know I have to keep shook. My little jar paints, like the little, let's see, do I have one up there? Yeah. The little paints like this, I don't shake mine up all that often, but I do have them in one container that I can just pull it over. So, but yeah, go through, double check, so that you are not, wondering, did I find treasure or did I find trash? So, if you've enjoyed this little hint and tip that I have shared with you today, give me a thumbs up. Thank you for those of you who have subscribed to my channel. And if you have not, please consider being a subscriber. I try my best to have videos out Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And it can be anything from a tip like this. We've got a journal we're working on. It could be anything. We do it all here. And if there is something you would like to see, leave it in the comments below. And if I know how to do it, we'll do it. If I don't, we'll all learn together. So let me know what you're looking to see, and I will do my best. So until next time, bye guys.